President Trump made a major foreign policy speech yesterday, and here's the coverage from NBC News.
I'm hysterical. I'm having hysterics. I'm hysterical. I can't stop when I get like this. I can't stop. I'm hysterical.
Now, you may ask yourself, how did our news media go from being a stately, well-mannered, reliable broker of slightly liberal distortions to sounding instead like a 5-year-old girl's birthday party after a mouse got in the room? The answer: the left builds information outlets and the right does not. For instance, here's a story you might not know. Most of you have heard of Media Matters, the leftist propaganda machine funded by anti-American billionaire George Soros and founded by David Brock. Brock is an expert at manipulating his friends in the media to protect candidates he likes, like Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, and to attack those he dislikes, like anyone dedicated to the Constitution and individual freedom. Now, I'm sure you remember Pizzagate, the crazy and completely unfounded conspiracy theory that spread during the 2016 presidential campaign, saying that Hillary Clinton, her campaign manager John Podesta, and others were running some kind of child sex ring out of Comet Ping Pong, a popular Democrat hangout in Washington, D.C. The unfounded rumors got so bad that shortly after the 2016 election, some disturbed guy went into Comet with a gun and shot some holes in the place, though fortunately no one was injured. Now, what a lot of people don't really realize is that Comet was run by David Brock's ex-lover, James Alefantis. Now, even before the Comet event happened back in September, Barack Obama and other perfidious leftists were making noise about fake news, i.e. news from a perspective they disagreed with. Obama even pulled Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg aside and warned him that he was spreading fake news that might be skewing the election away from serial woman terrorizer and former corrupt and incompetent Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and in favor of Donald Trump. But after the December shooting at Comet, David Brock, now running a leftist super PAC called American Bridge, began a major push against so-called fake news. By late January, Facebook gave in and allowed Brock's Media Matters to be part of a mostly left-wing team policing the news on its site. Google, which includes YouTube, has also taken steps to censor and demonetize conservative voices with the help of left-wing overseers under the aegis of fighting fake news. And today, Twitter announced its censorship policy is in effect. It will ban hate. But let's wait and see if it bans calls for white genocide or only bans the comment that there are only two genders. Investigative reporter Sharyl Attkisson has written plausibly in her book Smear that the timeline suggests that the Pizzagate story may have been spread not by crazy right-wingers, but by Brock's minions in order to gin up a fake news controversy that would give the left censorship powers over the major distributors of information on the internet. In other words, while Donald Trump and the right are winning the battle against fake news outlets like CNN and the New York Times, George Soros and his people are working behind the scenes to make sure you only get all the news that fits their narrative. Let's talk about it some more. Trigger warning, I'm Andrew Klavan, and this is The Andrew Klavan Show.